Well, for me, I feel like it's the opposite. I tend to want sugar when it's cold. Like, give me all the Christmas cookies,
warms
you
it
know?
up. The
Yeah.
cookies, exactly.
Yeah.
And the ice cream is surprisingly popular in cold days too.
Yeah.
All that ice cream video. I'm like,
Not good
man,
for the
come on,
waist.
why are you doing that right now? Right? All right, outside today, a little bit warmer. We're going to get into a bit of a warming trend. Also, why we can't turn our back on hurricane season, even though it's been relatively quiet. San Antonio on this Tuesday. A happy one to you. Hope all is well. You can see a bit of a hazy sun over downtown, but the skies are pretty clear in all directions. Temperature right now, 88 degrees. It feels, though, 1 degree less, 87. That's because that dew point's only at 58. So with humidity as low as 36%, we've got a feels like temperature lower than the actual air temperature. All right, let's take a look at some neighboring communities. From Calaveras Lake, our camera shot. Schertz at 92 with Lytle, 94 though at Poteet. And despite, I mean, Poteet's the only one getting a northeast breeze. Everybody else east to southeast right now. And despite that Gulf wind, it doesn't appear to be affecting the feels like temperatures. These are all very manageable. It does feel like 97 at Beeville and George West, but no one is feeling triple-digit heat. It's really nice. I mean, for this time of year, typically we're still hanging on to some pretty good heat. Another day of some downpours in deep South Texas coming in off the Gulf south of Corpus Christi. You can see them diving south towards McAllen and Brownsville, even South Padre. But high pressure, the main weather player here. And as it continues to amplify, it's going to probably get rid of even that rain in the next day or two, and for the next several days be in control. One of the things we can see with high pressure is that sinking air motion trapping all of our lower level pollutants in the atmosphere. So tomorrow, an ozone action day. It's already been declared. This is when, of course, we're cooking up a lot of bad ozone. Ozone is good up high, the ozone layer, protecting us from ultraviolet rays, but it's bad nearby. You don't want to be breathing it in. So what creates bad ozone is emissions in the daytime heat. So when we're getting hot and the winds are going to be less than 5 miles per hour, we can cook up a lot of bad ozone. So do what you can tomorrow to spare the air. Try to cut the grass or refuel your vehicle after 6 p.m. once we get out of the heat of the day. Try to carpool if you can. If any way we can reduce emissions really helps. And, you know, go inside and get that Whopper and fries. You know, if you stay off the drive-through, sitting there and idling can, of course, get more emissions in the air during daytime heat. Now, today's air quality is at moderate read, but we'll watch this closely tomorrow. Hopefully that won't change. All right, one thing won't change tomorrow, another fabulous morning. If you're up early today, it's going to feel really good again tomorrow. About 67 or 68 should be the low in San Antonio tomorrow morning. Maybe as low as 62 in Kerrville, 65 out at Rock Springs. And tomorrow afternoon, a little bit warmer. And then watch this. It will probably start warming up in the overnight categories as well. But then Thursday afternoon, models are taking us as high as upper 90s, even a 100 at Cotulla. We might not be done with triple-digit heat. To the tropics, where keeping an eye on this East Pacific storm, just in case any moisture wants to move towards Texas in about a week. But everything is quiet, Gulf, Caribbean, and Atlantic. But again, don't think we can't get a storm. Here are 5 big ones that all happened in September. And keep in mind, we had Beulah and Rita in late September. We've had 5 October landfalls. So this season is definitely not over. Remember, it goes all the way through end of November. All right, let's take a look at the 14-day forecast. 94 tomorrow, 95s Thursday, Friday, 96 and maybe 95 on Sunday. So mid-90s, we'll just call it. And then you can see a rain chance coming in Monday the 15th, only 10% through, I would say, Wednesday, maybe a 20% chance the 18th and 19th. Otherwise, a dry 14-day forecast. There it is, the autumnal equinox. First day of fall, partly cloudy on Monday, the 22nd. Isis?
Thank you, Bill.